In the Bible, you can read about people who stood firm in their faith and belief in the face of opposition all the time, but it's encouraging when you get to see people do it today. Diane Hensley, who is a McLennan County Justice of the Peace in Waco, Texas, was accused of not being impartial in her duties and discrimination against couples based on their sexual preferences because she refused to marry a same-sex couple because it would go against her religious beliefs. She stood on her beliefs and convictions, and the Texas Supreme Court ruled in her favor. We are told in the Bible that we will be hated for Jesus' name's sake. And if the world hates us, just know that it hated Jesus before it hated us. And if we suffer for righteousness' sake, we should be happy. We should not be afraid of anyone's terror, and we should not be troubled. If it is God's will that we suffer, it's better for us to suffer for doing good than doing evil. Any suffering we endure in this present time is going to be nothing compared to the glory that will be revealed in us. The result of Deanna standing firm in her belief and faith reminds me of the apostles in Acts 5:41 when they left the council. When they departed from the presence of the council, they were rejoicing that God counted them worthy to suffer shame for his name. It comes with the territory. If we believe on Jesus, we will suffer for his sake. But like Paul, who suffered the loss of all things, if we should lose all in our suffering, as long as Christ is our prize, everything else we lose should be considered nothing but dung. All that will live godly in Christ Jesus will suffer persecution. We were called to suffer because Christ suffered for and left us an example to follow in his footsteps. When we suffer, we can take a page out of Paul's book. He knew how to be abased, how to abound, how to be full and hungry, to abound and suffer need. In other words, he knew how to live on almost nothing or with everything because he had learned the secret of living in every situation, whether it was with a full stomach or empty, with plenty or little. He was content no matter the situation because he knew the Lord would provide. And that's how we need to be no matter what situation may come our way. We don't need to fear any of those things that we may suffer. We will have tribulation, but we are to be faithful unto death, and we will receive a crown of life. If we suffer, we will also reign with Christ. But if we deny him, he will deny us.